Here's a question for you, John Paul Flamack. All right. In year 3 of Ron Rivera, which will be year 4 of Dwayne Haskins, will Dwayne Haskins be the starter?
Yes. I don't know if he's going to be a great player in the league.
Mm-hmm.
He may be. Remember, just sticking with the Redskins, remember the Jason Campbell era?
Yeah, of course.
Jason Campbell was a starter for years. And it was always like, is he good enough? I don't know. Like Haskins could be in that range or he could be better. I think my low bar, just based on the limited work we've seen from him, is low bar. He's going to be Jason Campbell-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even just use other players in the league where the Redskins by year 4 might have a decision much like Tampa has with Jameis and the Titans have had with Mariota and the Dolphins had with Ryan Tannehill. Not great, a starter. What do you do? So I think he's either going to be in that range or he may actually start to flourish. But, he looked impressive for a game and a half. I keep saying it was a game and a half. You're like, we can work with this. So I think he will be the starter in year 4.
In Jason Campbell's 4th year, he started all 16 games. They went 4-12. He had 20 touchdowns and 15 picks.
But he was the starter. You just asked me, is he going to be the starter?
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
I think he's going to at least be a Jason Campbell.
I'm not saying he's going to be good in that 4th year. I'm just asking if you think he'll be the starter.
Right.
Matt Cahill, in year 3 of Ron Rivera, which will be year 4 of Dwayne Haskins, will Dwayne Haskins?
Really?
So he'll be Jason Campbell-ish.
Exactly.
All right. Matt Myers?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's another question for the listeners. Do you think Dwayne Haskins will be the starting quarterback on opening day of year 4 of his career?
Does anybody have a problem amongst the junkies and the producers that he wasn't at the press conference yesterday?
I don't care.
No, he may have. It's right after the holidays.
Not every player was there.
Plus, no one knows if he reached out to Ron, and said,
I'm sure
"Hey,
they
man,
did. They probably
congratulations!"
Right. Hey, I'm in New York at the Knicks game.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to when I get back in town, sitting down with you.
I guarantee they talked.
Yeah,
I guarantee they talked. No.
Anyway,
I don't
here's
put
what he
any stock
says.
into that at all.
Let's play clip 9, and then we'll move on into the playoffs today. He does talk about whether he believes Haskins can be a franchise quarterback and not Jason Campbell.
I think he'd become a franchise-style quarterback. I do. I think it's going to be a time. It's a process, though. I'm not going to say it's going to happen overnight, but I've been fortunate that, several years ago we drafted a guy as the number 1 pick, and we had a plan. And what we're trying to do right now is develop that plan for his development as we go forward. I also think there's a couple of good veteran quarterbacks that are obviously going to get some opportunities to play as well. We won't know until we get ready to open up in September. So until then, everything's just a process. It's a working process. We can't get ahead of it. We've got to stay to the plan and make sure we're preparing ourselves properly to win football games.
Okay, again, he's saying all the right things, and I don't expect him to say anything differently. I just have a lot of questions on that particular position. Most Redskins fans probably do.
Hey, one thing that a lot of, and I don't think this is a big deal, but a lot of the Redskins media are talking about, apparently, so Rivera's named the head coach yesterday, played some of the clips earlier in the show of his press conference. A lot of people impressed by kind of the way that he speaks. He's from the military family and seems to have a And I don't know if this is directly Ron Rivera's move, but a lot of media are making a big thing. Apparently the ping pong table was removed from Redskins Park, and I didn't know they had shuffleboard tables there too.
Okay.
So some of the entertainment has been removed from Redskins Park. I know, listening to some interviews over the course of the years, you sometimes would hear the ping pong ball in the background and guys playing it. I don't know if anybody thinks this is a big deal. There are a lot of people that talk about culture change. Maybe this is part of a culture change. 800-636-1067. Maybe we get a hold of Chris Russell. I know this is a last-second booking, but Russell has always been a guy who's been anti-ping pong table. I personally don't think it's a big deal. I'm sure there are ping pong tables on winning teams and on losing teams. I don't think there's any sort of direct correlation to ping pong tables, shuffleboard tables, and losing.
Yeah. Probably not, but that's just the way he wants to do it, and things are going to change over there. He's already said that a million times, and that's just one of the small things.
Do you think it's more a symbolic move, or do you think it's a legit move like Ron Rivera thinks it's a joke they had a ping pong table in the locker room?
I have no idea. He obviously doesn't like ping pong. He's not a big ping pong player.
He might like it, but he doesn't like it at the place of business.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. That's his prerogative, and hopefully it works.